Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I am the Gerbil. Today I want to talk to you about mods and how I achieve such good mods. Now, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but the reality is mods are incredibly important, and you know that if you've clicked on this video. And I'm going to show a couple tips on how I farm my mods. I'm not going to go super in depth, but I want to show you in particular where I get them, the filters I use, and what kind of objective criteria in my mind I use to obtain this. So this is the most recent GAC round that I played, and I did pretty good. 3v3 I did okay, but like, look at my bracket. I have 1,044 mods that are 6 dot or higher, and as I scroll across my bracket, I am number 2 out of this group of 8. And then if you look at the number of speed mods that I have, though, that are at 25 speed or higher, even that BBQ person who has more 6 dot mods than me does not still have this many. I have 138 mods that are over 25 speed, and that is number 1. And compared to people in my Kyber 2 bracket right now, like this person had 23, this one is 50, this is 45. The point is, my mods are in general significantly better than the average. So I'm going to show you one quick chart. This is what do we call this one? It's the mod score bot on Discord, and it gives you a nice little bar chart where you can see like the distribution of your mods. These gray represent my 5 dot mods, and the yellows are all my 6 dot mods. So you can see I definitely have a lot. In fact, this is my 14 speed. I mean, I have more mods that are 25 speed than I do 14, and this is gradually going up. Sadly, I have never obtained a 29, 20, or 30 speed mod. That's okay. Maybe one day I'll get there. I do have some mods that are 0 speed, and that is on Marin. Thank you, Marin, for holding the fort at the bottom. All right, so how do I get there? Well, to answer that question, let's swap over to the game and let's look at this in a bit of up close and personal. First thing, there's a lot of places to farm mods, and I generally don't farm them in the most common places, like over here in mod challenges. I do recommend, like, if you are still in the early mid-game stage and you don't have a lot of high-speed mods, I do recommend coming in here at a minimum once a day and going ahead and hit the 50 crystal refresh if you can afford the crystal income. Pick the mod set you need. Health and speed and offense like are my 3 faves, but whatever mod set you need the most of, sim the tier 3, don't bother with the tier 1, 2s. Sim that tier 3 and collect some mods. Now, the odds of getting a good mod on any random day are pretty low. You're not likely to get one. The vast majority of these are you're just gonna sell. And early game, that's an okay bonus in terms of income for credits, but it's nothing to really write home about. The second place to get mods, I think, really efficiently is in all of the recurring events, whether it's the assault battles, even the marquees, the daily marquee right here for all the recent characters under this new marquee structure. You get 2 mods. I always find that they're pretty rubbish, but nonetheless, they're there. And then the other traditional assault battles, like this ground war, this one, oh my gosh, this one just throws out so many mods. It's great, especially for health. I think you get like 6 or 8 health mods at each of the lower tiers. So those are good places. In the later game, the place where I find the best mods is actually in the mod store. Where is it? Here it is, the mod store. Now, I know this one is hard for a lot of folks because it does use your credit income and your ship credit income. The good thing is that with like the Peridia and the Poncho Brothers assault battle, we get a lot more credits than we used to. If you're able to do, I think like all of those, either one of them, I think they pay out like 24 million credits, which is a lot. So if you're not leveling up characters, you need to be spending your credits on mods, upgrading mods and buying mods. And so what I do in here is I come in and I look primarily for gold mods that are 5 dot. I will also buy purple mods that are 5 dot. And depending on that secondary stat, I might buy a blue or a green, almost never, but only it's conditional. If it's a set I need with a primary that I need, I'll consider it. But like right here, let's take this mod, for example. It's a health set, which can go almost anywhere. It's a diamond, which guarantees it's always defense. So that's not up for consideration. But the rest of this is 5 speed is the most you're going to get in the store. I mean, I swear I've heard people say they've seen 6s. I've never seen 6s in 8 years of this gameplay. But then I looked next at what are the other secondary stats. Primarily, if it's like all static, like fixed value defense, fixed value offense, fixed value health, I might pass on it. But if they're percentage bases, the percentage ones yield higher fruit the further down the game you get. When you're 300 health is a lot when your character's level 9, but 300 health is almost worthless on a tank when it's level 85 relegate, right? It just doesn't do you any good at that point. So you absolutely want percentages. This one being potency, crit chance, both percentages, and that's a high roll on that crit chance. This one to me is a no-brainer, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Now, there was another one down here that I saw that had a 5 speed. Now, this one, I have to think real quick. It's a critical damage mod, which means I'm going to put this on an attacker or somebody who has a high crit chance and high damage output. The primary is a protection. Since that's a cross, this is a no-go. I want offense on this on the cross. If it were a triangle, I'd want offense, crit damage, or crit chance. So because this primary doesn't really correspond well with the set, I'm going to pass on it, even though it's 5 speed and it has percentages. Percentage defense on an offense, crit chance, crit damage set, not something I really look for either. So then after I go through the store and I spend any disposable income I have here, at my stage in the game, I have enough crystal income that I don't mind hitting this refresh once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and just seeing what I get. Like right here, I got a tenacity mod set, offense, 5 speed, percentage. Yep, that one is a definite. I'm interested in it. Over here, I saw a speed. Okay, here we go. Another tenacity. Health is okay, but we got fixed, and then 1%. Also, because I'm out of credits, I can't buy that one. But this is something I do at least, I would say 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. I think it's just a good habit to come in here. I mean, at 15 crystals for a refresh, it's really not bad. And I find that there's almost always high speed roll sets in here. Now, just because it's got high speed doesn't mean you're going to be able to roll that up more. So let's go on and talk a little bit about that, shall we? So to see your mods, obviously we can go to a character. Now, I'm just going to tell you something that's purely anecdotal. There's no science behind this. You can tell me I'm totally whack. I know some people have, but I have found some characters, when I go into this character, no matter what I do, I will never seemingly roll a decent speed on that character. Conversely, some others, and in particular, I'm going to talk about Jin Urzo. Oops, I can't type. There we are. For whatever reason, I have found that when I'm rolling mods with Jin as my active character that I'm looking at, for some reason, I seem to roll pretty good mods. And I can list like 7 or 8 characters that no matter what, I just cannot find good mods for if I'm rolling the mods when I'm on that character. So I've gotten into the habit of just anymore going to this character who to me is reliable. Now for you, it may not, it's totally anecdotal, it may be total crap. It's just the magic in my head, right? It's like Arnold has his relicorium, whatever it is, when he's, whale or failing. This is my virtual version of that. All right, so now, the way you really save time in this game and maximize the efficiency of your mods is using this mod filter button. If you're not using the mod filter button, you are wasting hours and hours, tens of hours a year, maybe hundreds of hours over the lifespan of your game playing SWGOH. So you really need to start using this filter one. So you see here, I've got a bunch of filters preloaded, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. The first one I'm going to show you right here is called New Speed. What is New Speed? New Speed, I've got it set up to show me any mod that has a secondary speed ability. Now that, by virtue of being secondary, is going to take out all of the arrows with speed at the top. I don't want that. I only want to see the mods with a secondary stat that already have speed, and that is at least slice 1, and that is equal to level 1. Now this at least slice, I guess that really doesn't matter because I'm only looking for my level 1 mods. In other words, this is what I just bought in the store. A mod that has speed and is at level 1. And I did go ahead and hit the Mark 5 because once upon a time, it was really common to get Mark 2, 3 dot mods, right? I don't know if you can still get those. Honestly, I have no idea anymore. But yeah, so I got Mark 5, equal level 1 and speed. And when I hit that, poof, these are all the mods in my inventory that already have speed showing. I also had it sorted, if I can go back here, I also had the bottom sorted by speed. So I have my fastest mods first. Now, some people will say just go in here and then select all of them and roll them up. Yeah, you can, but because they're filtered by level 1, as soon as you do that, they're going to go away and you won't be able to see them. You'll have to go hunt them down in your library. So don't do that, not if you follow this. And also, I like to roll these one at a time just for a little bit of fun. Now, if you're all about efficiency, don't do that. Roll them all at the same time. But yeah, what I do is I go in here and I check it out. Okay, 5 speed, and I roll if I have time and I'm bored, and I can roll again, and I can roll again, and I can roll again, and we can see that we got no speed. Now, because I'm such a late game player and my mods are already so highly optimized, I'm just gonna hit sell and never see that mod again. Unfortunately, that sucked. Now I'm gonna go to my next mod. Now let's suppose you still wanna roll them one at a time, but you wanna save some time. Well, go ahead and hit level 12 on your gold mods and upgrade. Poof, we got some speed. 9 speed, potency, crit chance. For me, not good enough. I'm gonna let that go. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1 or 2 more of these just for the heck of it. We'll see if we can get anything really decent out of these. I generally don't. I really believe it comes down not so much to like how any strategy here. Some people say that if you roll them one at a time, you get better. I actually quantified it for, I kept track of like 600 mods. I didn't see any statistical difference, but some people swear by it, just like I'm saying that when I'm looking at as Urzo, I tend to get a better roll. Now this one, I am actually going to keep this one. And I'm not going to explain why, but I have a reason. I have a hunch about these 11 mods. Anyway, so we'll do the rest of my 5s, and then we're going to let it go. So here we go. Roll, roll. Now this case, as a purple mod at 5 speed, I don't even care to spin the credits on the next roll. I'm just going to dump it. There's no way I think I'm going to get anything useful out of that. If you want to keep it, fine, go ahead. All right, here we go. Roll, roll, roll. Oh, I shouldn't have rolled that last one. It's probably trash also. And it was total trash. Static numbers. Okay. I said we get rid of the 5s and move on. Yeah, nope. 8 speed, trash. We'll do the last gold one. Okay. Oh, it's a defense mod. You know what we do with a offense mod set with a defense primary triangle? We sell that. We don't even waste our credits on it. No. Okay, health. This one's worth rolling. All right, there's all the secondaries, and that's beautiful. Look at that. Percentage. Give me speed. Yeah, we got speed. It's not a great roll. It's only 8. But I'll hold on to that for a future date in case I just absolutely need it. And here we go. What do we get? Yeah, 8 again. Percentage, static, percentage. I'll hold on to that one. Not too bad. Okay, so that is my first filter, new speed. Don't waste your time scrolling through, sorting all your mods, just new speed. Now, the next one is when I want to look at all of my mods that I want to upgrade. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to look at all my unassigned mods, and I don't have a filter for this, so I'm going to create a filter. I want to look at all my mods that are not upgraded that do not have speed, because what we just did right now is filtered out all the level 1s with speed. So let's look for all my mods that do not have speed yet because they haven't been upgraded. So to do that, I want to uncheck this only unassigned mods. So I see no mods that are assigned to a character. I do not want to see any of my arrows, specifically because I don't want to spend credits on rolling up accuracy primary arrows, defense primary arrows, crit avoidance primary arrows. They are actually useful in certain cases, but I don't want to waste credits on those today. So I'm going to uncheck all those. Next, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and down here, I want to see only my Mark 5. Again, there shouldn't be any unleveled Mark 6. That's impossible. And I definitely don't want to spend credits on any of these if they're lingering in my inventory. Finally, because I really like to see the speed, I'm going to hit sort by speed, and then I'm going to save this filter. So I'm going to name this filter, and I'm just going to call this bulk upgrade. Okay, so this way I can mass bulk upgrade all my mods at once in a quest. Oh, look at that. I forgot. Delete. Okay, there we go. So what we want to do is, again, make sure it is level 1. These are, again, your new mods that you've not upgraded. There we go. And now let's save that. Yeah, you do want that. Bulk upgrade. Okay, hey, I fixed the U but wrecked the other U. Okay, and filter. Boom. These are all the mods in my inventory that are level 1, that I have not upgraded, and do not have speed. So at this point, what I do is I hit that Manage Mod button, and I'm going to go ahead and select them all. I'm going to go to Upgrade, and I'm going to say Reveal all the secondaries. This is going to spend the minimum amount of credits needed to show all of the secondary abilities. So the gold mods, we spend nothing on. They're going to stay level 1 right there. See that? All the other mods, whether they were blue, green, or purple, only got geared up to the level 3, 6, or 9 that they needed to be. Now, unfortunately, remember a moment ago I said that it'll take them out of your filter? Yep, they're gone. So at this point, I need to now reassign my filter. And I actually don't have a filter for this one either. So let's make one. In this case, I want to see again all my mods that have speed and that are Mark 5, and I want to sort them by speed. That's pretty much it. Just show me all my 5-dot mods that have speed secondaries, and then I want to see them all sorted by speed. So here we go. I've got quite a few. Not as many as I would like, honestly. Of course, everybody wants more speed. But here they are. I've got a 13, a 12, a 12, a 12, a 12, and an 11, which this one I'd probably sell. Why? Because 11 for 3 rolls is really bad. Anyway, and as I scroll down, at some point, we probably will see some other mods that I've rolled. Like here's a 5-speed purple. That's good. We get 3 rolls on this one. So rather than like rolling these all one at a time, what I like to do is just kind of look up here at the top, my top 2 rows. It's 13 to 10 speed. In fact, the top 3 rows, 4 rows, they all go to 10. So I select them all. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade them all to level 12. Why level 12? That's going to roll all the bonus secondary rolls as much as I can. So here we go, level 12. And you can see it's only going to roll 1 or 2 mods. And nothing changed in the top. It's still the way it was. So unfortunately, that one purple mod that had 5 speed, it didn't get much. It might be, I don't remember where it was, but it's one of these. It rolled a 9. Bummer. That's a shame. So no jackpot today. And that is the mod game. Unfortunately, you just got to do this a lot. The more often you do this, the more often you're able to buy your mods and upgrade them. Eventually, the more high speed, high offense, whatever mods you need, you'll find. So like I'll show you, I do the same thing with offense as a secondary rather than speed. I will go for offense, and then I will come down here and I will hit sort by, that's defense. Sort by offense. It works exactly the same as if you're doing speed. There we go. And so we can see like this one has 4 offense rolls, but it's a defense mod, so it's not going to do me much good. And I would probably end up selling this, right? As a defense with high offense and only 2 speed rolls, I would probably sell it. You might need that, right? Various people have different needs in their rosters. So yeah, use these filters. Okay, now the next question then is, how do I know which mod to take from 5 to 6 dots? Well, I have a filter for that very specific reason. And this is a challenge. It's going to always be a challenge. These are all of my available 6-dot mods that I would consider or have in the pool for potentially upgrading. But resources to go to 6-dot mods come slowly, and you don't want to waste them, which is also why you want Jabba the Hutt for Smuggler's Run 2, because you can do this twice every time. Now, let's take a look here. On Wrecker here, I've got an 18 speed offense square, okay? They only have offense there. 18 speed. This mod looks like, hey, that might be a really good one to upgrade. And for many people, it might be. But the average slice, the average roll of speed here at 18 is actually not very good. It's a 52% slicing roll. That's not very good. What you want is the fewest number of rolls with the highest speed. So how do you see that? Like, how do you sort through like another 18.4? There's a 17.4, which is of course worse. What I would like to see is like a 16 speed with 3 rolls, because at 18, you take it to 6 dot, it's gonna become a 19. You gain 1 speed, 19. Then you get 1 more chance to roll it, which means 19 plus 1 roll, the best you can get is 6. 19 plus 6 is 25. That's the very best you can hope for. That's not so good. But if you can get like a 3 roll mod that has 16 speed, well, you upgrade it, it becomes 17. Now you have a chance to roll 2 6s. That's 12. 17 plus 12 is 29, which is that magic number that we all are striving for, and very few of us will ever actually see in the game. So how do I find those? Well, I go back into this filter, this 6 to 5 dot speed. I have, the way it's set up is it's set up to show me only my speed, or mods that have speed, that have at least 3 rolls of speed, and that are all Mark 5 and gold. They gotta be Mark 5 gold to upgrade it to Mark 6, right? So that makes sense. And then I sort them by speed. But what I really want at my stage in the game, like everybody should just probably leave it here, but at late game, when you're really trying to optimize the best of the best, change the average speed slicing quality. Raise it to about 60%. This is gonna take out all those like 4 rolls at 15, 16 speed. I mean, that's like a 3 plus a 3 plus a 4 plus a 4 or whatever. It's like, you don't want to upgrade that. You don't. So you say, I want to see at least 3 speed rolls. I want them to be at least 60% in quality, and I want to sort by speed. So when I make that adjustment, look how many fewer I have. Now, unfortunately, my top is a defense primary on Lobot, which I am not touching. I have a primary, offense always square, potency 14 speed. This is the best mod I have in my current roster to upgrade, and that is why. It's because, well, I've already upgraded so many of my mods, right? Most of them are already well upgraded. So we need to upgrade my best of the best that I still have. Now here's a crit chance mod. That's pretty good. I actually really like crit chance mods. But notice it's got a primary, or a static 700 roll on the protection, a static health. Those secondaries suck, but it does have 3 offense rolls with a crit chance. This is where I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Either a speed or an offense, and I'm happy with both. So we're going to start off by maxing it to level 15, and then we're going to slice it. And we can see over here, our average slice here is 64%. That's way better than 52. Our average offense is not so good, but that's okay. We're gonna roll the dice, folks. Here we go. 3 and 2 and 1. Psych. That's not a reroll. That's just an upgrade. Haha. I bet you were excited. To roll it, we gotta do it here, slice. Now we got the 1 speed, but look how much higher. It was 1.5% offense. Offense percentage gives you one of the biggest boosts in the game. I think, what is it? Is it defense percentage also is huge? Offense percentage huge. Speed, you get like nothing. You get 1 speed. Doesn't matter how high you roll it, you get 1. Unless it's an arrow. Arrow speeds get 2. And it is math based. But anyway, so here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to slice it to a green mod. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, gah, protection. Now, that's not entirely terrible. It gives me something to calibrate. How many times will I calibrate it? I will usually calibrate a mod with really high potential 3 times. I will calibrate the 15, I will calibrate the 25, I will calibrate the 40. But that's also only because where I am in the game. If you are still early mid-game, only calibrate it once and then move on to another mod that has a better chance of rolling, because this just gets expensive. So here we go. We're going to calibrate. By calibrate, it means it's going to re-roll one of these 2. It's a 50-50 chance to get the worst one. We want that one. We want speed or we want offense. Prefer speed, but let's see what we get. Yeah! And the crowd goes wild. 6, 6, 6. Oh, well, we've got 5. Not bad. So we just rolled ourselves from a 14 speed to a 20 speed. Now, again, as I've been saying, I'm late game. I have sufficient crystal income that I will then go and do this crazy shenanigan. Oh, can I buy that? No. I will spend some money here. I do not recommend you do this unless you have a lot of crystals that you don't mind wasting. But I do this about 3 times a month. I buy some of these and I'm gonna upgrade it. We're gonna gamble. We're gonna gamble, folks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 160 crystals for speed. Bam! Like that. 25 speed in real time. Now, who do we put this on? Here's another trick. It's another filter trick. If you don't know like who to put this on, it's really easy to go to your roster and doom scroll. Just be like, let's come back here. Remember I said Jen? Jen. I love Jen. So it's easy to doom scroll and be like, who do I need to put this on? Or maybe you sort by all the attackers, right? It's got a crit chance on it, so maybe you sort by this. This, trust me, this is a waste of your time. Don't do that. Just go into any character. Doesn't matter who. Go to your filters. Yet again, reset your filters. This time what you're going to do, since it was a triangle, it was a health mod, choose those 2. Next, sort by speed. And make sure you do not check the unassigned, because what we want is we want to see where these are. Because we're sorting by speed, I already see that mod I rolled right there. It's at the top. That is my 5th fastest health mod in the game after 8 years. You saw it live. So who am I going to put this on? Well, ideally, I could doom scroll this long list and look for somebody with crit chance. I mean, like, what I often do is I go to the bottom of it and I just say, who has slow mods? Like, Hundo has a really slow mod. I could give him 12 speed right now just by putting that on him. Who else? Bastila probably, but I want to keep the protection on her. So what I will do is I will further sort this. I'll go to the secondaries and I'll say, show me my crit chance or crit damages. Because those are similar enough in terms of, increasing the offense. I'm not going to put it on anybody with offense. So here's crit chance. Where's crit damage? That is second. Oh, primaries. Crit chance, crit damage. There we go. And so now I can see it's actually my fastest crit chance mod in the game as of right now. So who do I put that on? Do I give Dash 2 more speed? Maybe, but Dash is already fast enough. Do I put it on Old Ben, who absolutely should not have a crit chance mod? Yeah, see, I'm good at rolling. I'm not always at assigning them. Do I put it on my lovely boy Wicked there? No, I'm going to leave Wicked's here. I like this crit damage mod. Although, no, he's already got like 120% crit chance. So again, I'm going to scroll to the bottom. It looks like Hondo is maybe my boy, but I don't need Hondo to be the fastest in here, right? So this is the next problem that I'll have to sort on my own. Crit damage. Let's just look at straight up crit chances. That way it's an even swap. Dash, Cal. I don't want him to be too fast. You know what? I'm going to go right there. I'm going to put that on Beskar, Mando. So you see how easy it is to figure out who to replace them with, right? So now I can back out of here and I can just go, hey, you know what? Show me Beskar Mando. Beskar. And I can go straight to Beskar and select that mod, select the one I had, assign it, and voila. We got 12 more speed. We're actually picking up some damage, which is great because he's an attacker. We don't change his crit chance. We don't sub anything else out. We are losing some health, but I'm not too worried about that with him. Sincerely, not. All right, and there you go. So that is my method. That is what I do probably once a week. And once you get accustomed to using these filters and you set up the filters, this just becomes super fast. The last filter I'm going to show to you, actually, I'm going to show you 2 more. What if you want to upgrade an arrow, not a speed mod? Well, I have a similar filter that says, just show me all my mods that are primary speed, that are 5 dot, gold, and of course, sort them by speed. And voila, these are all my speed 5 dot mods. Now, picking the one to upgrade next, still got to figure that out however works best for you. The last filter I want to show you tonight is this one right here. I just call it Sell No Speed. This is all my mods that does not have speed. What does it look like? It's every mod except the arrows, because I don't want to confuse it with like accuracy, crit avoidance, whatever. And then it is every mod or actually I don't want to sell my primary speeds is what it was. But then check it out. I've selected speed right here, but instead of setting like a minimum most, I have checked this little button here that most people don't realize. It is saying, in other words, show me my mods that have no speed, no speed. And then I can hit filter, and here they all are. Now, I've got a few people in there that have mods. Who is that? Oh, yeah. But they have no speed. So I do need to redo that one. Hit the only unassigned mods. Now I can manage, I can select them all, and I can sell them all. Because they're 0 speed, I don't care about them. These, you're probably asking, why didn't they get sold? Unfortunately, you cannot sell a mod that is in a loadout. And maybe that's actually a good thing now that I think about it. But yeah, so these are actually in a mod loadout somewhere over here. I don't know where. I actually want to track them down, find out, and delete them. But that's another day. So anyway, folks, you saw it live right here. We bought some mods, we rolled some mods, we sliced some mods, and we got the fastest crit chance speed mod I have in the game tonight, which takes this little lovely jubbly chart to 74 speed, and yet again, minus 114. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed and got something useful out of this video. If you did, please hit that like, hit the subscribe button. I also am using a new software method for recording this. It's OBS. Gamers and streamers probably know what that is, but I've resisted it for decades. Well, here I am. Let me know if it just was not as good as normal, or if the quality was fine. I'd appreciate your feedback in the comments or in Discord. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.